Welcome back to Hopes and Pilots. Let's play some more Europa Universalis IV with Tver. And we're going for Relentless Push East. We have to own the whole eastern Siberian coast by 1600. We have another 125-ish years to go. We have been doing quite well expansion-wise. We've been beating off our rival neighbor Muscovy here. And I think we'll be able to punch them soon again. 4 more years until we get to hurt him again. I asked you guys to comment last episode on what idea groups to take. Unfortunately, I found a time slot to record another episode, so I have to make a decision probably before you guys can tell me about this. That said, maybe not, because my currently favorite idea would be exploration. Not super happy with that, but I feel like that's the one way we have right now, but I'm certainly open for other ideas. And with that we have, we're not anywhere close to capping out on dip. We don't care about getting quests for the new world, and we can't colonize right now, so actually I have some time if I have to pick up an idea. Yeah, if we pick up 3, then we get our bonus trade efficiency, which would be nice, but we don't have the dip for that either, so that's kind of fine. Let's have a quick look before I forget, because I just randomly remembered at our state edicts. Here we do have encouraged development going in Novgorod, which we don't need to. I believe I can turn that off here. I can. Good. Let's not pay for that. We've already wasted a bunch of monarch points. Well, wasted to do it. So let's not also waste a bunch of money when we don't need to anymore. I'm making decent dosh money here. I think I'm gonna go slightly higher on that army. I do want a big army in 4 years when we beat the Novgorodians, Muscovites, and then there's an event that costs money immediately. That looks like it's more than 10% done to me. So if we cancel it here, we'd only get half price back. That's not worth it. I could cancel the extra. No, there's not an extra one in the queue, right? It's being built elsewhere, yeah. So we're not getting that money back. But I would very much like. Very much? How much would I like to get the Cossacks happy? Oh, I definitely need to summon the diet. And after that, I'm almost sure I want to hit this again in August. So I'd really like my Cossacks to be happy, so they don't rebel and give me a bunch of unrest in random provinces. So I really want to send them what they need. That does cost money. Which would mean taking a loan right now, unless we pick up another way to make a bunch of money. One thing we could do is grant a thingy-mabob, right? If I could ever click on the right button. Estates was correct. There we go. Like a monopoly. What would it be? Exclusive trade rights. Is that what it is? No, it's not what I'm looking for. You don't have a monopoly on offer. Like this one, monopoly in wool. We gain essentially some front-loaded money for the wool we're producing, and then we're not gonna get money from wool afterwards. And I believe we get asked, if I remember correctly, I've played with this once for a long campaign, so I should remember, but it's it's kind of iffy. I think we get the money each year when we extend it. Or not each year, every whatever it is. 4 years? 10 years? 10 years. So wool isn't looking great because it's only 15 ducats, which would not be enough to pay for this, but something like this. Do you have any monopolies you want? Boyars? Can you have monopolies? Yes. Mining and smelting or livestock? Mining and smelting is a decent chunk. I do like the increased loyalty equilibrium too. Now, mining and smelting. What did it actually say? What goods it... What... iron or copper? What I'm interested in is where we have iron or copper, especially in future upcoming places. Because if I set the monopoly now, it's based on the money I get right now from iron and copper. And then if and when I take more copper land, they will just rake in the rewards. So Tikwin, Moscow and Vladimir are all producing iron, which is why we get a decent amount when we click the button. Which means Tambov, which we're not... Well, we might take... But really we'd rather be going east, probably, right? Tula and Pronsk. So it's not stuff that is in the Moscow area, which is good. But Tambov is a province I have a claim on. Doesn't mean I need to take it. It does have a church in it though, it's sweet. Kind of want it. And again, essentially we're gonna have a couple of years, if we take this before the end of 10 years, we're gonna have a couple of years where we're not making money from the iron that's here, even though we have it. But that might be okay. That might be okay. Let's check copper too. That was the only place that I really mattered, right? I mean, there's more over here, but that's probably okay. Now, how do I unselect? Can I unselect? I mean, I can do this, and I can click on, where is it? Wait. I know there's a famous copper place around here somewhere. But I'm not seeing it. And what I'm confused by right now, and it's probably a simple solution. How do I not select a province? Does that work? Yes, okay. That worked. So where's my copper? There it is. Dalaskog, yeah, that's what I was looking for anyway. I just forgot that it's so far in the north. So do we have any relevant copper coming up? Nizhny. Nizhny is copper, probably relevant, and then maybe Perm. Nizhny is a place we really want to take. I'm still tempted to just do it. Otherwise, we could just do wool and what was the other thing? There were two things, right? Wool doesn't matter at all, except for the one we already have. And so we could grant two privileges instead of just the one. We give wool to the clergy, was it? For 16 ducats, and then we give livestock to our boyars. Now, livestock is quite plentiful around here. Yeah, I mean, it's not a very powerful trade good, but obviously still matters. And there's Kazimov I kind of want to take, Penza. I think the question is, rather than which one of these is more significant money loss in the near future, do we want one or two monopolies? Two monopolies mean two 10% loyalty things, two free mercantilism points, and on the negative side it means the loss of 2 slots for privileges. I think that's okay. I think I'm going to grant wool and I'm going to grant the other thing. The one that's not copper. What is it? Livestock? I have 61 ducats and I can click this button. That's a lot of finagling. Oh, I could have checked you. Do you have monopoly things? Prime herding rights? No. That's not it. What I was looking at while we're here, in between episodes, or thinking about, well, for one, I want to click some that died. That's not what I was looking at, but hey. Ideally we would get burgers, but we don't get the choice of burgers here. So they're gonna be peeved. It's unfortunate. Base tax in Peshkov for loyalty and prestige. Base tax is unfortunate because we would have to spend admin on it, which we really don't want to do. Have an army equal or larger than Muscovy, 20. That's gonna be trivial. Oh, well, trivial. I hope Muscovy doesn't increase their size, because this is not a fixed number. We get bonus morale of armies, bonus land maintenance reduction. It's pretty good. Here, base manpower and rise, and I don't think I want to do development. I think we're going to go with the proposal of the boyars here. Up our army. We're going to use grab crown land. It's not called that, but the crown land button in August. And this one. And then I want to give the clergy this one here, religious state. It's going to hurt their loyalty equilibrium a bit. It's going to cost us 10% crown land, but we get 1 monthly admin. And admin seems to be what's going to be restricting us in the near future. If we need more than Muscovy, then I guess I'm going to recruit one more guy here. Even though that means I'm once again out of money. Also, we should quickly check whether we need to make a claim on the Muscovites. If so, what that would be. We have all the claims down here. We could claim Bezetsk, but that seems pointless. We can technically make a claim on one of their subjects. Question is, do we... Oh, that's also up here. I'd rather not take from their subjects, because relative power of subjects to them could be helpful to us. But there might be a place that we really want in there. Now up here, these are not particularly great places. Do they help us go east? Not really either. That's also a discussion we have to have about going the southern route, but let's keep that for a minute. Taking Mosa East or Kolomna, it seems like a waste, because we're gonna get free claims on that later. And it doesn't go in the direction we want to go. But we don't have any more places that go in the direction we want to go. Right? Because this opens up a second route. I don't think a second route is what we need at all. I mean, maybe. In theory, I could claim medicine here, right? That's not really all that helpful, though. Because we still have to take 1, 2, 3, 4 Permian provinces. Now granted, they're pretty small. That means they're pretty cheap. Maybe in 5 we go down here. On the other hand, I don't need to claim this place here, medicine, because it's going to be super cheap anyway, whether or not we have a claim there. So let's rather claim a relevant province and then see whether we take it or not. Let's just claim Mosaic. Yeah, it's only 8 development though. I was thinking Mosaic because it has... Well, it's something we want in the future, maybe, but meh. Maybe something on one of your subjects. Yeah, it doesn't. Nothing helps. This is all useless, essentially. Any super cool... I mean, Yaroslav is a center of trade. We can't claim that anyway. Don't care about Bela Ozero. I think I'm going to claim something pretty random and then stop spying on the Muscovites because I don't know what to do with my spy network here. I don't think I unlocked any cool... I mean, you could argue that there are no cool covert options down here, but no, we didn't unlock any, which makes a lot of sense. Very early in tech. Now grab something. Get a decision. But I can't. I mean, I didn't sell the rights on iron. And I'm gonna randomly claim Turov. I'm probably not gonna take it in the war. We'll see. Now, what do I do with my free diplomats in my time here? I know I haven't really unpaused yet, I'm sorry, but this is how the game works. Oh, speaking of, saying I'm sorry. Luke? Oh, hello. Last episode, I talked about a comment by a currently frequent commenter, and I forgot the name. So, Luke, I'm sorry. I looked up who you are, and I'm going to try to remember that name too. Thanks for being here again. Poland will ally me. I absolutely think that's what we want to do. Right? They flip friendly, that's why they're willing to do it right now. They're powerful. Yes. Do it. I don't think that brings us over our relationship limit, does it? No. Should have checked that earlier, but I mean, if anything, I would have just broken the alliance to Kazan. Speaking of Kazan, peace I proposed in a nice Habsburg prince. Yeah, marry you, depending on how old you are. Your heir is 55, so you're probably... Wait, your heir is older than you are? Huh. How old are we? Much younger. I'm gonna ask them to marry me rather than the other way around. I did just check on Poland, right? Not Lithuania. No, this is Poland. I'm gonna decline, and once I can do this, Austria has a great power. We can purchase an ability. Once we get the Renaissance to our third province here, things are going to be much better. We're probably also going to grab the Golden Age as soon as we can. Now, what are we interested in here? High level colonies is funny, but probably not going to be relevant because the age will end before we really go colonizing. War taxes, no. Ooh, Now that is interesting to me. It's rare that I take this first, but both of these things are tempting. For one, we have claims bordering claims. If I had realized that I was about to get this, I would not have taken the claim on, what was it, Tula, but rather waited to make our way over here to Nizhny. With our claims. We can still do that, it's just going to be more expensive. And then transfer subject might be extremely useful. Now, I know that I can core land that's next to a subject that I have that is my, that has a land border to me. So I would be able to core, well, even if there wasn't a sea connection, I would be able to core Finnmark up here because it borders Sapmi, which borders me, which is my subject. But I don't know if this connection matters. Meaning, I don't know if I can colonize this or claim land right down here if I take Perm as my subject. But it feels like I might be able to. And if not, simply taking Onega, and Kolmogori here on the cheap, 1% of trade, we should definitely be taking that, will give us the land border to Perm, which will give me range on this, I'm pretty sure. Which might give us a huge jump into Siberia. And actually make taking colonization, yeah. I'm like 90% sure that that's gonna work, but that seems like enough. So we might very well do a transfer subject on Perm next war. Assuming Perm is not too big, but I don't think they are. Doesn't look like it's over 100% war score, assuming that's how that works. Not 100% sure how the war score calculation is going to work, but it's going to be half price, and that seems good. It did say half price, right? I'm not making that up. Yes, at half cost. Let's go back to spying on these people. And then we're going to talk to the Poles and marry them. And the reason I'm doing it this way rather than accepting the Polish thing, the Polish marriage offer, is that whoever proposes is the one whose death ends the marriage. Since we are much younger than they are, and I'd rather keep the alliance, the marriage up as long as possible, I wanted to be the one to propose. Fulfilled our agenda. Speaking of, yeah, I've unpaused for a few seconds here. We can grab one more agenda. Well, not agenda. There's one more thing, one more privilege we can grant that I'm tempted by, and that is supremacy over the crown. Now, I think that's a boya only one, right? That's how that works. Yeah, I mean, it works on all the estates, or at least these three. But I think you can only use the boya slot for it, which is unfortunate, because it would be our last slot here. But maybe that's okay. So what does it do? It gives us, where is it? Supremacy over the crown. It gives us 10 loyalty equilibrium on the boyas, and 10 influence, which is not super relevant. It gives us the same for all the other estates. So we just get 10 equilibrium on everybody, which is pretty good. And it will, on the other hand, make it so that estates can pursue agendas at any time. So we're going to get pop-ups where the estates ask for, well, give us quests essentially. Now, I still believe that I can only have one agenda going at the same time. So these are quests I will have to complete, I guess. Not 100% sure about how that works. Because what I don't want it to do is block this button. My Summon the Diet button. Because I believe I can't run that button if I still have a quest, an agenda here. But generally these quests are positive. Even if they make me do things that I don't necessarily want to do immediately, they are positive things usually. And then you get a reward for doing a positive thing. If I knew the interaction more, if I played more with the system, I would know exactly what to do here, but I don't. So I'm not going to grab this right now, and I'm rather going to wait for you to tell me in the comments how exactly this works. I'm specifically interested in how this estates can pursue agendas at any time interacts with the ability of the diet here. Will it stop me from doing the diet if there's an agenda coming up like conquer a piece of land from Lithuania, which I can't do? Then will I be blocked for like whatever the duration is from doing anything or not? That's kind of what I want to know. All right, I'm not going to do it right now, but it's super tempting. If I knew, I would just do it. Yeah, it's so tempting. I'm still tempted. Denmark influencing Dithmarschen. There you go, Denmark. You do you. I have a free spy. I mean diplomat. But I don't have anybody to spy. I mean diplomat upon. So I might as well go ahead and like make my allies like me. Just make sure they're topped off so they do join my wars. We do plan to ask the Danes into the next Muscovite war. Whatever Muscovite war comes after that, we probably don't need help anymore, but this one I still kind of feel like I do. So yeah, I'm okay going with that a bit more. Now, Kazan. There was the option of going the southern route here. So because we're over here, we could, instead of trying to go north through Muscovy and Perm and then doing all the colonization, we could go, which really kind of requires Admin Tech 10, so we can use the Russian ability. We could instead... Oh, this war just ended. No, it didn't. Never mind. Did Muscovy? Something just changed here. Maybe not. I can't talk about things because you're constantly asking me for stuff. I think I just have more important matters to deal with. I don't want to spend admin power or ducats. So we could go the land route, quote unquote, by just conquering our way here, right? The hordes are relatively weak targets until we hit the Chinese or the Ming subjects. And then we can start colonizing. So we could go, instead of going here and then colonizing, we could go south through Nogai and then like Uzbek or whatever's coming up here. and try to expand eastwards that way. But with Kazan just taking a bunch of land out of the Great Horde, that makes things harder. Because there's probably not going to be a Great Horde, piece of Great Horde here, land left here for us to go through. So we'd have to go through Kazan to get to Nogai, which is currently my ally. Bronze cannons, price of copper changes. I should have known that that's coming. Good thing I didn't do the monopoly on that. We'd have lost out on some money there. So when do I get to go to war? 79? I haven't really... Ryzen, Tver, yeah. 79. Oh. Not a smart man. A smart man does not let his troops die in White Karelia. Still in Crusader King hotkey mode. Split. S, as it should be. But... I'm just gonna move this guy out of here. And what are you doing? You're suppressing, right? Because we have those Karelian separatists. Now you're suppressed by full 5. So we don't need the other army to suppress Karelia as well. We could quickly deal with the Novgorodians, but they are not scary. Oh wait, you're in different places now. You're in Priozersk, Olonets, and Karelia. Let's try to do this. Fortunately, that does not. Oh, that gives us White Korean separatists. If I do this, we're fine. I'm gonna buy these down to 0, and then I'm probably gonna go ahead and drill a bit. And let them rise up a bit, it's fine. Denmark, Gotchen, whatever. I don't care about the maps of the North Atlantic, I want maps of Siberia. That would be nice. If somebody could give me those. Diptech, I think we're gonna ignore. Yeah, we may steal maps, but I don't think that's gonna be highly relevant. And I'd rather pump my dip into an idea group, I think. Unless you tell me in the comments. That I really shouldn't be doing that. Now this is gonna be not great. We just lost our rival Great Horde because they got eaten down to a smaller size. Technically there's still a way to go south here for us without going to Kazan. But that would be like this. I'm not sure at that point that this is faster. I don't know. More importantly, other than us losing the chance to embargo there, yeah, we have a big issue with rivalries now. As in, I don't want to rival either of these people. They're both my friends, and I would like to keep it that way. How do we get another rival? Bordering would help a lot. Like, if we bordered Nogai, maybe we could rival them. If we bordered Kazan, maybe we could rival them. And then screw that alliance. I'd rather have Poland than Kazan, for sure. Don't know that there's anybody else that is eligible, really. The thing is, not only do we not get the bonus from having rivals here, we lose a power projection every year now. Because we don't have enough rivals. We're gonna drop below 50 very, very, very soon. We have what, 7 ticking down? 6 ticking down every year. So we have a yearly tick left. But on the second yearly tick from now on, we're gonna drop below 50 power projection. We can massage that with an insult for a bit, but not for long. Can massage it more in 79 when we attack the Muscovites. I don't think I can afford to lose the alliance. As much as I want to have my power projection high, I hate losing it. I don't think I can afford to right now. Which sucks. It just sucks. But I don't have any other solutions. Still have these marketplaces I kind of want to build. These temples I kind of want to build. But I also want to get my army to at least closer to force limit. Still 8 away. And Streltsy are probably still far out. Ish. We need 40 more Streltsy progress. We get 5 a month. So in 8 months, we're gonna have 40 extra progress. That's not that long. Right? Oh, each year. No, that's 8 years. That's not an acceptable number. It was like 8 months, that's quick. Yeah. Let's keep going up slightly here. Also no, they're not quite dead yet. What's these Novgorod? Oh, they're not gonna hit 0 here. Oh. Obviously, a 100 tradition general would be very nice. We get 1 legitimacy every year. We lose 25, so unless we have other things giving us legitimacy, we're gonna be at relatively low legitimacy for 25 years. Which costs us what? A bit of Diplo rep, which is okay. Income from vassals, which is fine. Absolutism, which I don't care. Boyar loyalty is fine. I think it's fine. That national unrest is a bit annoying, but I think I want that 100 tradition general. And gaining 25 doesn't do anything for us right now. So this is really, yeah. As much as I don't like doing that. We just lost a bunch of change. What did we lose? Oh, prestige gives bonus legitimacy, and we lost prestige too. Right. Now, did we at least get a good general for it? Yeah, we did. Oh my. I mean, it's 100 tradition, it's bound to be a good general, but still. So these Novgorodians will not go to 0 unless we suppress them in Ladoga and Tikwin. Which is here and there. And then if we don't do this, I'm gonna put them to 0 too. And I'm already gonna start drilling with these. I really would like to get our professionalism here up to 5%, so we can hit the manpower button at least once. That would be sweet. Now, it has surely been August, and I meant to click a button in August and I didn't. And now I don't know if I can. Fudge. Shouldn't have started drilling. Right. So let's wait a month or two. And I'm gonna let you know what my issue is in a minute. I am about to take away land from the burghers. Well, I'm about to take land from everybody. But the burghers... Oh, actually... Wait, your equilibrium is 49%? What can we do to increase that? If we give you additional equilibrium here, we might be able to do the thing without rebellion. And we could just do free enterprise, which is absolutely fine. Do you have anything else that I'd rather have? Certainly not control over monetary policy. Exclusive trade rights. I don't think so. This is an interesting button, actually. It's 20 local autonomy, which is obviously bad. Cheaper development costs. If I had realized I had this button, I might have used it before. When we did the institution development. Would have saved a bit. And it does gain us 3 mercantilism. Mercantilism is really a long-term thing. And we're not playing that long-term, so maybe it's not quite as essential. We're not going... Oh, we already have Patronage of the Arts going, I forgot. There's something we might want to get rid of at some point. I'll say I would like that. I don't care about that at all. No, we're going to give them the free enterprise. Right? Yes. And then we... Wait, you already have it? Dang. All this thinking and then... Nope. It's only 1%, which is the part that annoys me. If it was like 5% off, I would just be fine, let them rebel. But at 1%, I feel like we should have a way to get this done. But I don't see what that way is. I mean, there are lots of buttons here that would do it. But not really any I would like to press. Crownland, giving up Crownland is not an option, I don't think. So that's not okay. Neither of these are acceptable. We have given them Patronage of the Arts. We cannot give them this because we don't have a naval tradition. Also, it wouldn't give us any loyalty, so who cares? Commercial Advisory Board. It's not interesting. The stab cost modifier could be... Essentially, that's an extra 10 admin whenever we stab up. Which I don't like. We're not going to stab up super often, hopefully. We would get some money back for it because Deploy Advisors would be cheaper. I don't want these loans. Is this exclusive trade rights option? How bad is it to do the local autonomy, really? All translators, or all trade centers in the Novgorod trade node. That's like a lot of places, right? The reason I'm considering it is because we have this button. This button. We're gonna have it available soon. So every so many years we get to reduce autonomy by 10 in addition to all the natural decay. But I'm sure there are a lot of trade centers in the... So we'd get hit in Novgorod, Peshkov, Moscow, Yuriev, and Neva. And I believe most of these still have a bunch of autonomy, so it's not like we're wasting autonomy decay by not having any autonomy there. Oh, Neva is not ours, right? So we don't need to care about that. So Peshkov, Novgorod, Moscow, and Yuriev, out of which Novgorod and Moscow are our biggest provinces. Well, except for Tver, I guess. No, just our biggest provinces. And obviously they have centers of trade. So autonomy is gonna hurt. I know I should put a cut in this video, but I want to make this decision. Exclusive trade rights. Development cost is not going to matter for a long time, if ever, anymore. Loyalty matters right now for a tiny bit, but not like insanely. Mercantilism is nice, but not nuts. Each point gives us a tiny bit of burger loyalty, funnily enough. Provincial trade power, 2 points, which is good. Okay, how open to rebellion are we? We're pretty covered down here. Forzok would not be covered if we were very unlucky. And then up here, but I have armies up here. If I moved one army down to Forzok, I could press the button with very little repercussions, except for the slight bit of unrest that we get. Okay, let's move you to Torzok, not Forzok, sorry. How dare I? You might as well join these guys, whatever. I did stop your drilling, right? I did. So you gain that morale back, so I can do the thing. And then we're gonna put a cut in here for sure, he says. Probably forgetting it. You have 2 more provinces to go, you have a bit more to gain. I just want to finish this up, because otherwise I might forget. And that would suck. There we go. Now I am going to take away land from my estates, And the burghers are gonna be all peeved because they're at 29%, which is so much less than 30. So they must rebel. Seize land. Here come the particulars. Oh, I didn't... Wow, I'm a fool. Anybody have more movement? No. Remember when I checked all the forts? So I made sure that I don't have rebels in places where I don't have a fort. Yeah. If you want that to matter, then you need to actually pay people to be in your fort. Not only are these particulars going to take control of Peshkov almost certainly here. I don't think we can be fast enough. No, we're not. They're also on increased autonomy, I believe. That's what they're going to do. I will also have to siege back the fort, I think. Smart man is smart. I mean, smart and smart, right? I did think about the right things. I just didn't act on them properly. So who can blame me, really? Oh, man. So that was super dumb. Are these like cheaper or more expensive to reinforce or something? I don't think so. No, the maintenance is actually slightly lower on these. Which I think also means that... Oh, it's also a level... No, it's level 2 fort, obviously. So it needs... this many people. Fine. Less tilting, more thinking. I do want to reform the Sudebnik soon. But I think I want this back. I don't know if it's going to be effective if it's occupied. I also want to do what? Yes, use my crown land before I forget next episode. Because we're now over 40%, we can give away 10% and still be at no penalties. And I want to give it to the clergy for that extra monthly admin power. They lose 5% loyalty, but hey. Why do they lose influence? Is that right? Oh no, it's not. Never mind, it's just crown land. I was about to say, how do they lose influence if I make a religious state? But they don't. So there we go. Hand out some of that crown land. We're going to siege this back next episode. Thank you folks for watching. If you like what you're seeing, even though I'm an idiot sometimes, then please do hit that like button. Subscribe if you're not subscribed yet. If you have anything to say to me, like, oh, wow, France lost to Austria, what the heck? Then do that down there in that comment section. Thank you for watching and see you folks next time.